this time, so that's going to be fantastic. Okay, here we go. We're on. We have our little agenda for today. I hope some of you took a look at it. I think some of you did. Go forth and conquer. At the end of class, we will come back to this saying and talk about what it means to you. The objectives that we're going to be going over today, I'm about to show you those concepts here in a minute. Couple of housekeeping things. If you don't have your pencil and paper or some kind of notebook to practice in, go ahead and grab that now. Also, as you work through your problems during the week, if there's something specific that's really hard, I want you to write that problem down and come to Math VC with it so that you can talk about it and get your questions answered. Okay, participation. So you're going to be working on every problem that is presented today, and you can chat me responses privately. We all know how to use that. And we could do that for a couple of reasons. First reason is so that, nobody can see the answer if they're still trying to figure it out. Or perhaps you don't know the answer and you need some extra help. Well, you could just type in like a question mark and I'll know that you didn't understand that problem. Or I'll ask you to raise your hand. Not a big deal. Raise your hand and then turn on your microphone. Okay. So these files, our recordings, take a really long time to convert, but probably by this evening, I will have I'll have a book on our homepage, and I'll call it not fifth grade. I will call it fourth grade VCs on our homepage, and so you can click in there, and then you can rewatch anything that you missed. Okay. And Ryder, if you have your webcam, you could turn that on because then I can see you if you raise your hand. Be awesome. Okay, some of the things that we're going to review today are standard form, expanded form, and word form, comparing and ordering numbers. We're going to talk a little bit about money, regrouping, so that's subtraction. These are division terms, dividend and quotient. Hopefully we'll have time to get to those. Factors and multiples, prime and composite numbers, and division fact families. So hopefully we'll have time to get to all those concepts. Okay, we will definitely talk about the one question that a student had because they actually submitted it. So we'll go over this problem for sure. I'm going to be showing you a really cool math site called IXL Math. We're going to be doing a lot of practice on there today. And at the very end of class, I'm going to give you two things that you have to do. I wouldn't call it homework, but just to be prepared for next week's virtual classroom. You're going to come up with an example of math in real life, and I'll give you some, I'll give you some pointers. I'll give you some examples about math in real life. And then we will talk about our upcoming lessons that you're going to be doing next week. I will have each student hopefully volunteer, and I will have you share a problem from each one of these lessons next week. So don't think it's going to be like you have to come up with something on your own. This is actually going to be in your curriculum for you. So you can take one problem specifically from that lesson and share it with us next week. Okay, give me a thumbs up if you're ready to get started. Okay. All right, so Jaden is paused. Hopefully he'll come back to us soon. And Ryder, hopefully he'll come back to us soon. Let's go ahead and start with subtraction with regrouping. Okay. First thing I'm going to do is show you my really cool pen. So I could actually write on this, and I'm getting kind of used to this pen. I only got it to work last night, and so it's kind of new to me still. But here is our first practice problem. So go ahead and write this down. 998 minus 6,418. Okay, so when you come up with your response, you can raise your hand or chat me privately. Okay, so we have one person ready. Let's give everybody okay, got 2 people who are ready. Give everyone just a couple more seconds. Okay, got another private answer sent to me. That's perfect. Okay. All right. Awesome. Tyler S., I want you to turn on your microphone and talk me through this problem.
The answer was 1,580.
That's correct. That was a pretty simple one just to get started. Okay. Well,
That was pretty easy.
that was pretty easy. Let's try a new one. 2,569 minus 418. Okay. I got a couple people with answers so far. Looks like 4 people are ready. Okay. Let's give everyone one more second. Well, maybe a few more seconds. Okay, let's take Will on this one. Will, why don't you actually, instead of just telling me the answer, why don't you tell me what I need to do first and then second and third and so forth? So turn on your mic.
So, uh, so first you minus 9 from 8,
Uh-huh.
and you get 1.
It's actually 8 from 9, but yes, 9 minus 8 is 1.
And then 1 minus 6, 6 minus 1,
Yeah,
um, is 1. And then 5 minus 4, that's 1.
right.
And then nothing to minus 2 with, so you just drop the 2.
Okay, very good. So, yes, 2,151. Perfect. Everybody got that one correct. Okay, it looks like we need something maybe just a little harder. So let's go to a really fun little website that has some math games. Okay, so subtraction. This one's kind of challenging. We're going to fill in the missing digit. Whew. Hard stuff. Oh my goodness, that's actually pretty hard. Okay, so I want you to write down the problem just like you see it. And you need to tell me what the missing digit is. And send that to me in your chat. Okay, I have one person. Whew, this is challenging. Okay, most people are telling me that I should try to type in a 1. So let's do that, and I'm going to submit and see what they say. Awesome. Perfect. Okay, next problem. 281 minus 108. Ooh, this might be a trick question. Okay, send me a private chat what you want me to type in to the missing number. Okay, so it's only one digit, Vero, so try one digit that you want me to type in. Waiting for a couple more replies. Okay, most people want me to type in 1 for the answer. Let's check. That's correct. Oh, this one's a lot harder. 3,800 and something and 9 minus 1,373. And then they give you the answer. So you need to tell me what this number has to be. Woo, that's tricky. Ooh, lots of different answers are coming my way. It's going to be hard for me to choose which one I want to use. Okay, okay. All right, most of us said I should try a 0. So let's see. Oh, the correct answer is 4. Okay, so right down here is where it's going to give you the explanation of why we should have chosen 4. We needed this to say 14 minus 7 so that I could have that answer of 7 down here in this line. So 4 is the only number that would have worked because 4 minus 7 doesn't work. So you would have come over here, borrowed from the 8, made that a 7, changed this to a 14, and then 14 minus 7 is 7. Give me a thumbs up if you got that. Yeah, some of you did. That was pretty hard, pretty challenging. Let's try one more on this particular game. Oh my goodness. Think hard about this one. 51,000 something and 18 minus 27,179 will give you an answer of 24,139. Woo! So if you came up with an answer, plug it in and try it. Plug it in and try it. See if it actually works. Okay. All right, I have several different answers. Okay, I have one person still working. For those of you who sent me your answer, let me just see by a thumbs up. Did you try it? Did you actually write that whole problem out and see if your answer was correct? Okay, cool. All right, here's the strategy I would have used. I would have started by just doing the actual problem. So 8 minus 9, well, I can't do that. I'm going to have to borrow, right? Okay, so I'd come over here. 18 minus 9 is 9. Perfect. Okay, so now I'm moving on to the next column. 0 minus 7. I can't do that problem. So I have to come over here to this missing digit to borrow. I'm going to be turning this into a 10. 10 minus 7 equals 3. So what did I have to turn? Oh, this is challenging. I just borrowed from this digit. So if this was a 3, I would have come over here and borrowed and made it a 2. So 2 minus 1 is 1. And then the rest of the problem can work itself out. So then you'd come over here, borrow from the 5, make it a 4. 11 minus 7 is 4, and 4 minus 2 is 2. Woo! That was hard. Who needs extra practice on this? Okay, let's try one more. That was hard. Okay, this one's actually not so bad because this one, it's just wanting us to find the answer. So 5,181 minus 3,586. I'll give you a couple minutes. Okay, so a couple more seconds to work on this problem. When you have an answer, go ahead and send it to me in your chat. Woo! This is challenging. I'm going to take a picture of it so I can write on top of it. Got a couple people still working. I haven't seen any answers show up in my chat yet, so that means that you're still trying the problem. Hi, Ryder. Okay, so right now we're just working on this practice problem right here. Wow, nobody's chatted me a response yet. Is this really hard? It's subtraction with regrouping. Okay, I got one answer. Got two answers. Okay, I got three answers. Do I have a brave soul who would walk me through the problem and tell me what I should do? because this is subtraction with regrouping. This is what you did in your lessons last week. Okay, Will, you're brave. Go ahead and turn on your microphone and you can tell me what to do step by step.
So first, you have to minus 1 from 6,
Okay, or 6
and
from
you
1.
get 5.
Well, I can't take away 6 from 1. So what do I have to
Oh,
do?
you have to carry, sorry.
Yeah, so I have to come over here and borrow. And now it says 11 minus 6, right? And that's 5.
Yep, 5.
Okay,
And then 8 from 7.
I can't
No,
do.
you can't do that, so cross off the 1.
Yep,
0, 17.
okay,
8 from 17 is 9.
perfect.
And then cross off. No, yeah,
Borrow from the 5. Yep,
4.
good.
5 from 10 is 5.
Yep,
And then 4 from 3 is 1.
perfect. Okay, so let me go back to the screen and check your answer. Fantastic, Will. That's perfect. Okay. Send me a message if you think you need more practice time with subtraction with regrouping. Just a yes or a no. Funny. Okay. Okay. All right, I'm sending a couple private messages and then we're going to move on. Okay. All right, so we have a kind of cool game. Show it to you. All right. Base block subtraction. Okay, so this might help you for some people who, maybe needed a little extra work, or maybe some people who are visual learners. This is actually a really cool way to do this. Oh, wow, that's too easy. We should make this harder. Can we make that harder? Maybe not. Okay. Well, lucky you. We get to start off easy then. 57 minus 19. I want to point a couple things out. Okay, this is your tens column, and this is your ones column. So it's really easy to see that you can count by tens, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and then 7, and then 10, and then here's 9, okay? All right, so here's a little visual for you of the subtraction. Oh, look at that. Very good. You could chat me the answer if you already know it. Oops. Perfect. And then I actually have to come up here, take away an entire row. Oops. And there we go. So that's not that's not working out like oh, there, I forgot to move those over. I'm very sorry. There we go. I had to move those over. Okay. There's your answer, 38. Perfect. Okay, we'll try another one. I want him to give us a harder one. Maybe I'm going to create it. Woo! Oh, that's not my problem. That's too easy. I'm going to make it hard. Not too hard. This is fun. I like creating these. Okay. Okay, there we go. Go for it. And you can send me the response in the chat. Oh, I have a couple different answers. So we will definitely do the visual on this one. See what we all come up with. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to start with the ones column, right? Ones, tens, and then hundreds. Okay. So I'm going to take 1 away from 2. I'm going to take 10 away from 30. Then I'm going to take 100 away from 200. And what am I left with? 121. So that would have been your answer. Yay! Tyler, is that a thumbs up that you got it right? Okay, perfect. All right, let's try one more. Oh, begin the problem we just did. Okay, let's try another one. Oh, that's too easy. Oh well, 82 minus 9. This should take you like 10 seconds. Good. Good. Very nice. So here's the visual. I'm going to try to take 9 away from 2, and then I'm going to have to borrow. So this is what borrowing looks like. I take 10 and I put it in the other column. And if I was a little faster, we'd be done. One more. And there we go. There's your answer. Okay, so the whole point of this was to show you the visual of what borrowing looks like. I'm going to try one more harder problem, and then we're going to move on to money and place value. We're going to make it even harder. I'm going to make sure that you have to regroup. Woo! I am getting technical. Okay, we're ready. 532 minus 243. Just making them neater. Okay, chat me your response, your answer. Oh, I have a couple different ones again. Okay, waiting on a couple more people. Okay, perfect. All right, here we go. So this was another example where we were going to have to regroup because you can't take away 3 from 2. So I will move one of those blocks over. This is borrowing. And there we go. See how it broke it apart? That's what borrowing looks like. Okay, so there's your answer, 289. All right, you guys are getting the hang of this. We're going to move on, although that's pretty fun. Okay, another thing, I'll save the really fun stuff for last. Another game is money. So you guys worked with money a little bit. So there's 3 different ways that we can do this. The first way is we're going to count the money, so just telling me how much is there. Paying an exact amount, so I would have to drag the exact amount into the box, and then making a dollar. So let's just start off easy with counting the money. So I want you to go ahead and count the money and type it into your chat. Whew. Okay, I got one answer. Okay, I got one answer that's slightly different. Couple more seconds for you to type in your response. Okay. All right. Okay, here we go. Let's count it. We have 20, 40, 45. Now, who could tell me which one of these coins I should start counting with first? Which one would be the easiest? Jaden.
Um, the quarter.
Yeah, the quarter is going to be easiest because it's the biggest. So far I have $45.25. I'm just going to group those together. Now what should I do, Jaden?
Add the tens, the
Good.
dimes.
Good. So I have $45.25, $45.35, 45 cents, 50, 55, 60. Perfect. So let's check. Perfect. Okay. One more slightly easier one. Count the money. So this is a quarter, just so if you can't see it very well, quarter, a nickel, and a penny, and a dime. Okay, a couple different answers. Good. Okay, first thing that you should do is probably put your money in order from largest to smallest. So we'll start with the bills, of course. 5, 10. So now I'm going to order the quarters, not the quarters, the coins in order from largest to smallest. That kind of just makes it easier. So far I have $10 and 25 cents, 35 cents, 40 cents, 45, 46. Good. So most of you got that one correct. Okay, here we go. This one I'm going to have a volunteer help me with. Okay, do I have a volunteer to tell me which one of these bills and coins I want to drag into the box to make $35.06? Okay, Vero, you could turn on your microphone.
So first, you add the $20 bill in
Okay,
the box, and then you add the $10 bill,
okay,
and those two, $20.
okay. So far in the box, so far I have $20, $30, and I want to get to $35.06. So I got to add a little bit more.
Then add these $2, the $20.
Okay, you want me to add the 20s?
Yes, please.
Okay,
And then can you add the 5?
okay. So let's back up and let's count how much we have. I'm gonna put them in order. So far, Vero, inside the box, we have 20, 40, 60, 75. So we have $75 in here. Should I take some out?
Yes.
Okay, how much should I take out?
This $20 bill.
Okay, so that leaves me with 55.
And then let's take out this one.
Okay, good. So now I have $35. That's 5 cents. And what does that make, Vero?
6 cents.
Perfect. That's correct. Okay. Let's have Kendall. Do you want to try this one?
Sure.
Okay, so this is $115.
First, you're gonna put a 50 in the box,
Okay,
and then you're gonna put another 50,
perfect.
and then you're gonna put a 10,
Okay,
and then you're gonna put a 5.
okay. Oh, that's pretty simple. Oh, that's good stuff. Okay, let's make it slightly more challenging. We're going to make a dollar. So out of all of the coins that they give you for a choice, I want to make a dollar. Jaden, do you want to try this one for us? All you have to do is tell me which coins to drag into the box to make a dollar.
All the quarters.
Oh, yeah, easy.
25?
25, 50,
25,
75.
so 4, $1.
That's correct. Okay. All right, Will, can you look at these coins and tell me what I need to drag in here to make a dollar? Turn your microphone
Drag
on.
the oh, it is.
Oh, okay, there it is.
Drag the quarter,
Okay,
and then the 3 dimes,
okay, 35, 45, 55,
and then the 3 nickels,
60, 65, 70,
then the 2 dimes,
Okay, 80, 90.
And then the other one.
Okay, perfect. All right. We're going to do one more problem. So I want you to count the money. So I'll give you just a couple seconds to do that. And when you have your answer, go ahead and type it into your chat. This one was slightly more challenging. Okay, got one answer.
No, it's 45.
Hey, remember to turn your microphone off. Okay, so Tyler, it looks like you had the correct answer. You just said it wrong. So let's check. Perfect. All right, guys, we're going to move on to our last game. It's fun stuff. And then we're going to talk about Vero's question, and then we'll talk about next week. All right, so this is my favorite one.
Mrs. Bruns, I have a question too.
Okay. Go ahead.
Oh, I'll tell you at the end.
Okay. There we go. There's my game. Took a second to come up. All right, so I'm going to make this a little more challenging because you guys are fourth graders and I think you can handle it. So what this game is, I'm going to show you. I'll do the first one and then I'll let you guys help me with the next couple examples. I have to drag this red dot and place it correctly on the number line, okay? So we start at 0, here's 5,000, and here's 10,000. So I'm gonna go right about here. Oops, I didn't drop it close enough to 8,700, so I have to move it over just a little bit. Perfect. Okay, so now I'm gonna take a volunteer to tell me if I'm getting hot or cold as I move the dot. All right, Tyler, go ahead and turn on your mic and tell me if I'm getting hot or cold.
Okay. Where does it say what number do we have to what number do we have to go to? Doesn't say.
We're placing a 0 on the number line.
Oh. Cold.
Okay.
Cold, 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 super cold, 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 cold. There.
Right here. Okay, perfect. That one was really easy. I can't believe they gave us that. Okay. 3,900. Jaden, why don't you tell me if I'm getting hot or cold?
Uh, almost. Cold. 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 Super cold. Close.
Okay.
Go. Wait. Go back. Go back. Back. Okay, there.
Okay. Ooh, 2,600. So which way should I go?
To the right.
Okay. Tell me when to stop.
To the left a little. Stop.
Okay, that's 3,400, so I need to go a little farther. Tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Ooh, little more. Oh, this one's tough. There we go. Okay, let's make it a little more challenging and throw in some decimals. Okay, so now we have our 2.9. We have our 0 at the end, 5, and 10 at the other side. Do I have a volunteer to tell me where to place 2.9? You could raise your hand. I want somebody new. All right, Tyler, go for it. Turn on your mic and tell me where to go.
Okay. Cold. You're going the wrong way. Warmer. 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 Oh, a little bit cold. A little bit more that way. A little bit more.
Okay,
A little bit more.
okay.
A little bit more that way. A little tiny bit more.
Okay.
That way. That way.
That
Other
way.
way.
Okay. Tell me left or right.
Okay. Right. There.
Great job. You placed it correctly on the very first try. Perfect. All right, Vero, it's your turn. Are you ready? I'll help you. Okay, turn on your mic. Okay, so we have 3.6. So if we start at 0, then this has to be 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, and so forth. Okay, so that should help. All right, Vero, tell me if I'm hot or cold.
Getting colder. Okay. You're getting colder. Actually, warmer.
Okay,
Little to the right.
okay. Do you want me to stop there?
And in the middle. Okay.
So that's 2.5. So which way should I go?
This way.
Tell me when to stop.
Stop um on this on the line before the 5.
Okay, that might be a little too far. This is 3.7 and that's too far. So I'm going to go back just a little bit and there's 3.6. So take a look, Vero. This is 0, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, and that would be 4. So 3.6 is almost to 4. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So we are getting close to the end of class. So let's go back to our agenda. And I want to talk about one more problem that Vero had sent in earlier. Okay. So the value of the underlined digits. What you have to do in a problem like this is you need to find, oops, you need to not scroll up as fast as I just did. What you need to do is you need to find the digit that they're talking about and look at the place value of that. So you have 978,032. They underlined the 0. What place value is this 0? Tyler.
0. 0.
Yes, that is the
I'm at
value.
100. I'm at
Yeah,
100.
that's good. No,
Oh,
that's fine. That's the value of the digit.
I got confused. I
It's
got
okay.
confused.
That's the value of the digit, and it's in the hundredths place.
I got confused because that's a 0.
Yeah. Now, if this would have been a 4, what would be the value of the digit then?
100. I mean, the value of the digit would be 400.
400. That's right. So if this would have been a 7, the value of the digit would have been
700.
700. Okay. Vero, give me a thumbs up. Is that helping? Okay. Let's look at this one. 3,062,189. This is in the hundred thousands place.
Yeah.
And
I
that's,
just
oh, go ahead, Tyler.
that's in the hundred thousands place.
Yep. And it's a zero, so the value of it is zero. But what if I changed it to a five? Then what's the value of that
Value of
number?
500,000.
500,000. That's right. Over here, this is in the thousands position and it's zero, so the value of it is zero. But what if I changed it to a nine? Jaden, what would the value of that digit be?
Um,
I'm looking right here.
9,000.
9,000. Perfect. Okay, you guys did great. Let's look ahead to what we're going to do for next week. Just to back up just a little bit. We practiced and we used a lot of this website. So this is on your agenda. You can click on that website and go to those practice games that we were doing earlier. Okay, for next week, I want you to come with an example of math in real life. So I'm going to turn everyone's microphone off for a second. An example of math in real life. Here's a couple examples. Perhaps you go to Target and you only have $10 to spend, and you grabbed 5 different things. You need to figure out if you have enough money to buy what you want. That's an example of math. Looking at the calorie count of something that you're about to eat and adding that all up. That's an example of math. Let's see. Oh, I'm thinking, okay, maybe you walked around your block like 5 times and you had to add up how many miles that was. That's an example of math in real life. So I want you to come with something to share for next week. Okay. Here are the different lessons that you're going to be doing next week. You're going to do 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. So just to save a little time, I'm going to tell you who is going to bring to class an example of subtracting and regrouping with 2-digit numbers, subtracting and regrouping with 3-digit numbers, estimation using money, and so on and so forth. Okay? Now you could take these directly from your lesson, or you can make up your own example. You don't have to make up your own example, but you can if you want to. All right, so Vero, you're going to do lesson 16. Kendall, lesson 16 with 3-digit numbers. We'll have Ryder give us an example of estimation using money. Multiplication and division fact families. Jaden, you're going to do this one for us. Will, you're going to come with an example of subtraction without regrouping. And this is pretty easy. Tyler, you get to come with an example of a multiplication problem that you'll see next week. Okay, so I'm going to turn your mics back on. Are there any questions? Okay, let's take Will first.
On the homework, if it doesn't say scan it, do we still turn it in?
No, that's just your practice pages.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. Tyler.
Am I supposed to make a multiplication problem?
You can take one directly out of lesson number 19, or you can make one up.
Okay, I'm gonna make one up. A hard one.
Yeah, make up a really hard one for us. That'll be fun, because then everybody else gets to solve it. So, hey, any other questions? All right, guys. Well, I recorded this. It takes forever for them to convert, but I will later on today put them into a YouTube video and post it on your site. So it has been fun. I will talk to you later. Yay. Bye. Wave goodbye.